Yay! Italy won the Eurovision Song Contest. Hi everyone, I'm Riccardo and I'm Italian and I live in Sweden. I've been living in Sweden for about 11 years and up until just a few years ago I never heard about the Eurovision Song Contest. Today is Sunday, yesterday Saturday night, Italy won the Eurovision Song Contest after 31 years, which is huge, right? Last year Italy got second, I would say we got second, but there's not much talk about this in Italy, which is surprising, right? If you think about it, countries like Sweden, they wait for 6 months up until the Eurovision Song Contest, just talk about it. Every single song, who should we send? What's the highest chance that we can have to win the Eurovision Song Contest? This is all for half a year, and then once it's done, for 6 more months, we talk about the Eurovision Song Contest just passed. But in Italy it's not the same. When I first found out about the Eurovision Song Contest, I was in Sweden. I was talking to Swedes after maybe 2 or 3 years I was here, and they started to talk about it. So, are you excited? How is this year's singer and song for the Eurovision Song Contest? And I was but almost like, what is the Eurovision Song Contest? And they looked at me like I was a freak. And this has been happening for about 10 years, right? Every time that I say that the Italians don't know about Eurovision Song Contest, everybody looks at me and says, no, come on, it's you. You don't know about it. Of course the Italians don't. Everybody knows about it. So I went on and asked my friends. I contacted my friends who lived in Italy, and do you know about this Eurovision Song Contest? And nobody actually knew, except for one person who'd been living in Finland for a few years, so been living abroad, and had heard about it, and actually heard about this a little bit before, but never saw it, never really knew it was such a big thing. So a couple of years ago I went on the internet and I googled the amount of viewers that each country has for the Eurovision Song Contest, and I found out that despite some of the biggest countries like Germany has about 8 million views, and then there's Great Britain who's like 5 million views, and then all of a sudden you get to Italy, which has about the same amount of citizens of those countries, but it has like 3 million views. And Sweden, which is a country that has 10 million people, has about 2.5 million views. Norway, which is a much smaller country, has in proportion almost 10 times the viewers that Italy has for the Eurovision Song Contest. So why could this be happening? How come that Italy doesn't watch Eurovision Song Contest? So to start with, for Italians that might be seeing this video, let me explain you what the Eurovision Song Contest is. So the Eurovision Song Contest has been happening yearly since 1956, with just missing 1 year last year in 2020 because of the pandemic. Italy has won twice before, and it just won for the 3rd time yesterday, after 31 years. Now Italians might not know this, but they would definitely recognize the names of one, Gigliola Cinquetti and Toto Cutugno. So they're really famous Italian artists. Why don't Italians know more about this? Italy has actually been doing really well the last years. In 2019 it came second, and it's been on the verge of winning for a very long time. So why is it that Italians don't really watch it? And I can come up with 3 possible reasons. The first one is that, well, Italy has such a strong culture, such a strong cultural identity, that we don't really look abroad. We don't make music to export it abroad. Sweden is a country, on the other hand, that is relatively small, but it has one of the world's largest music exports. So this could be a big reason why ABBA winning the Eurovision Song Contest was much bigger than Toto Cutugno, with a very famous song, Volare, oh, a song that it's very known in Italy, but I actually never knew it was known abroad. So could such a small thing, like a really strong culture profile, a big history, Italians being very proud of their language, being very proud of their music, and not really feeling the need of, counting on the other countries, that makes that the Eurovision Song Contest is not that big in Italy. But don't Italians like to win the European Football Cup or the World Cup? Or aren't they really proud of just being some of the best in the world? So this really doesn't make sense to me. Then I thought about the language. Eurovision Song Contest, it's sent in English and in French, or at least this is the language that they speak at the ceremony. But then each country sends it in the national TV, adopting in their own language. So yesterday I watched it here in Sweden, and of course they were talking Swedish. And Italy has the same. So more and more people, especially young people, are getting more comfortable with English, especially if you go to bigger cities. So could it be that we're seeing more Italians caring and watching the Eurovision Song Contest because the language barrier is not as big? At the same time, Italians, but they do listen to English music, they do listen to music in other languages. So again, it doesn't make sense to me. And then I thought about the coverage. Maybe there is not enough coverage. And then I was probably onto something. Because this morning, when I woke up, after just a few hours of Italy winning the Eurovision Song Contest, I thought, wow, there must be such a big coverage now in the news. And when I Googled and looked at the 10 most read newspapers in Italy, I was actually really surprised that out of 10, 3 mentioned the win on the first page. And it was actually not in first page. It was either at the top or just down left in the corner, where they would probably send you to page 40 to see, just read a little bit more there. But let's talk about the important things. So could it just be that Italians don't know about it? Because the Eurovision Song Contest is an amazing competition. It's a competition about friendship, it's a competition about music and creativity, and it's a competition that symbolizes unity. Everybody is there and having fun for just a night. And it's also a great opportunity for countries to show the music, but most of all, it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. So I really don't understand why Italians don't watch it. But hopefully, this year's win is going to help Italy to just come a little bit in contact with Eurovision Song Contest, just a little bit more, every single year, and then taking part much more actively to this competition. So if you have friends, Italian friends, you live in Italy, just take a look at it, right? It's fun, it's music. Who doesn't like music? You're not gonna like every single song, you're gonna not agree maybe on the placement of every single country and every single artist, but this is the fun of it. And also take a look, it's important, support a little bit Italy, because we're doing pretty well. So to conclude this video, congratulations to Måneskin for winning this year's Eurovision Song Contest, congratulations to all the other artists, and congratulations Italy. And I'm really looking forward for next year the Eurovision Song Contest in Italy. So if you enjoyed this video, just think about subscribing, think about liking it. I'm going to post more videos about Italy, about Sweden, some top 10s, and I'm going to share my experience about moving from Italy to Sweden. So I hope to see you next video. Bye bye!